Any questions, comments, reflections, realizations?
Sir, one question. In the whole of Ramayana, we generally don't hear much about Shatrughna. Is there anything that we can learn?
Yeah, a lot. Just like Lakshman is always following the footsteps of Ram and always accompanying Ram, Shatrughna is also always with Bharat as a humble menial servant. Right. And he also killed Lavanasur, I think. Lavanasur. And he also ruled. There are different characters in the Lord's pastimes play different roles to some extent. Some play prominent roles, some play small roles. Just like the role played by Arjuna and Bhima is very prominent, but Nagla and Sahadeva is a little small. Before we take more questions, any reflections or your favorite takeaways? What did you like in the last 1 hour, 15 minutes discussion? Let's have a quick revision of what we have done. Is it okay if you do revision? Because I also need to understand, you also need to understand what we understood in the last 1 hour. How did we spend last 1 hour? Any? Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for a wonderful lecture. My personal favorite one was
for the microphone. Hare Krishna, just wait. So whoever wants to speak, if you can just raise your hand and I'll pass the microphone to you so that others can also hear you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, and everyone. My personal favorite was when you touched the whole idea of Bharat Maharaj's ideology and the way he has gone through all his emotions. That was the very first time, I have read and heard Ramayana several times. But to think from his perspective, it was how wonderful it was to think that, how everybody hated him, and even then he stayed calm, and how he tried to put himself in everyone else's shoes as well, and the way he respected everyone's decisions. So thank you. That was my personal favorite. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. One thing that I've learned today is in adversity we should remember Bharat Maharaj. When there is a difficult situation we should remember Ram and see how he has reacted in difficult, not reacted, he has responded in a very methodical way to his father's request. And Bharat Maharaj in adversity, in such a situation, I don't know how I would be here, but now I know I have a platform, a foundation to think of. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. I found the point that how even the strong emotional response, like a strong emotional reaction to adversity is natural, but when we have somebody a well-wisher who can regulate us and instruct us, then we can control our emotions and respond in the right way.
Yes. Wonderful. Thank you. Yes, bro. 2 more hands. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for the wonderful class. What really appealed to me was Ram's response to Bharat Maharaj in saying not to manipulate the words of his father, accept them as it is. So sometimes accepting things, may not be, very convenient, but still, to uphold the Dharma, that inconvenient things they accepted as it is, and that was appealing to me.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for each and every time we just try to simplify how we can relate from this story to our lives. And the most important one, I felt how unexpected sudden changes can change the happiness into your disorders and these things. So that was my favorite one. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Shri Ram Prabhu.
Thank you for a very nice class, Prabhu. What touched my mind or the heart is that this purpose of life is to become self-realized. But we very nicely explained that purpose of body is to go through or endure the setbacks. So utilize this body and the setbacks to gain the ultimate goal. Yes.
Nindanastava satkara nyakarartham kalivara. Anyone else?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for the wonderful lecture. I really like as a takeaway when you mentioned that even the whole world misunderstood Bharat, but Lord Ram never misunderstood him. So it was very hope giving. Even the whole world may be against you, or they may not understand your emotions, but there is Lord who is the eternal well-wisher. So He is there to protect us and understand our emotions. So thank you so much, Prabhu, for that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for the lovely class. My takeaway is that only with reversals I will be able to grow in my bhakti and grow my virtue as well.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So, as we all usually know that Rama followed his father principles, whatever order he followed. So that's what my understanding always. But you awakened me like how Rama took the situation like in a positive way. Like how can I utilize this time to help the society, like the kingdom and the universe. So like killing the demon, this is the right time for me. That's why God took me to this way. Like my dad took me to this way. So that like all is well. So whatever is happening in our life, so we have to accept like a positive way. This is a good lesson for today. Thank you.
Also, when Sita and Ram were married, they came to Ayodhya. They couldn't spend sufficient time with each other. It's such a busy city. Ram is also busy with citizens, and they didn't spend quality time with each other. Sita also wanted a break in the heart of her hearts. Ram also wanted to fulfill her desire. So 14 years of some secluded spending time with each other in the forests. That's another way of looking at it. Yes. Shall we continue? Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I came into the class thinking lost opportunities are the adversaries. You made it upside down that adversaries are the opportunities and not to be lost. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
My name is Chandana, Prabhuji. I have a question. So all the points today we discussed are really great. My question is, so when Rama controlling Lakshmana on emotional reaction, so if we relate that to these days, so if we try to convince or control maybe our kids or maybe our partners, friends, so when we try to control them, no, stop, don't react or something like that, they will start immediately reacting on us. You stop, you are saying wrong, you are a demon, and I mean, those kind of words. Why are you? So how to handle that situation? Our hearts are pure. Let's take a kids when we say stop, don't cry or don't do that. That's not how to react or something like that. When immediately kid will react to know, I mean, as we are wrong by controlling them.
Let the kids respond to this. Say, you want to say something? Any other younger ones here who want to answer this question? Similar, okay? You can ask.
Hare Krishna, everyone. My name is Sunita. So yes, today we have got a beautiful session with the core concept of like acceptance the adversities in the life. That's true, but as Prabhuji said, in some of the circumstances. So I would like to clarify what are the circumstances, because let's take example of Mahabharata. So if Pandavas would have been, let's accept it. So Dharma couldn't have been established. So the similar situation which has happened in India, everybody must be aware of the Kusha Sharma case, that murder attempt, because mother was trying to persuade the girl that try to settle down in your married life. She was just controlling as in Rama to control the Lakshman emotions. But what happened? Kusha Sharma died. So what are the circumstances? What is the limit that we need to accept and when we to revert back like in Mahabharata? So is there any discrete line that we can define the boundaries which we need in this real world?
In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, Matra sparshyastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkadaha agama apayino anityaha tam stitikshasva bharata. Arjuna's argument was that because they are my relatives, even though they dealt with me inappropriately, unfairly, I will tolerate. But Krishna said, you should not tolerate their injustice. You can tolerate happiness and distress, but don't tolerate injustice. Even if that injustice or anyaya is done by your own relatives, you should not tolerate them. Now, in Ram's case, Dasharatha Maharaj sent him to the forest. Kaikeyi sent him to the forest. But Kaikeyi and Dasharatha Maharaj are not like Duryodhana, Dhritarashtra, Dushasana, Karna, Shakuni. Inherently, they are dharmic people. They are loving people, affectionate people. Somehow, circumstantially, something unpleasant happened. But inherently, they are not on the side of adharma. But on family grounds, on the grounds of family affection, Pandavas tolerated Duryodhana's atrocities, Dhritarashtra's atrocities for a while. But after they came back from Vanavas, and Duryodhana said, I will not give the kingdom back to them, they did not tolerate anymore. They confronted. They killed. They killed all the 100 sons of Dhritarashtra and took the throne. Right? So, when somebody is causing some inconvenience to us, we need to see their inherent character. What is their intrinsic nature? Are they behaving inappropriately, circumstantially, accidentally, incidentally, unintentionally, or by mistake, or is it their innate character? Duryodhana is inherently bad. Dasharatha is not inherently bad. Karna is inherently a villain, but Kaikeyi is not a villain. Right? Circumstantial misbehavior you can tolerate. That too, when you have already received so much love and affection from them, and you also have seen them behave in a dharmic way for a long time. Circumstantial mistakes you can tolerate, but inherently if someone is siding adharma, if someone is keeping adharma in their hearts, and they are acting based on hatred, lust, envy, pride only, then you have to teach them medicine. That's like uprooting adharma. So tolerate inevitable dualities and unexpected changes and setbacks in life. Never tolerate injustice if it is within your ability and authority and responsibility to counteract it. If I have the ability to counteract adharma, if I have the responsibility to counteract adharma, and if it is within my authority to counteract adharma, keeping quiet in the name of tolerance doesn't work. It's inappropriate. That's violence. So wherever we have to confront, we have to confront. That's Krishna said, Arjuna said, I will not confront. Krishna pushed him, yeah, you have to fight. Right? Krishna himself killed Kamsa. Right? So sometimes our own near and dear ones may behave inappropriately, like as you said, your own children may rebel against you, something like that. So it's coming from an innocence, from a space of innocence or a good heart or whatever, there you can tolerate. You can continue to tolerate because inherently they are not bad. But when somebody is wicked, then we have to do it. Does it answer your question, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Okay. I think schedule is getting disturbed. Prabhu, Madhavan Prabhu, should we conclude? I'll take more questions in the next session. We are meeting 3 more times. If you want, I can take questions now also.
I'm also just mindful of your voice as well, Prabhu. So I think we pause it.
We'll meet in the afternoon. What's the next session? Where is the next session?
3:15, 3:30.
Okay. We are meeting in couple of hours. Thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Please just bear with me for 2 minutes.